Welcome back to Joker TV's coverage of Athfest 2024. Throughout the entire weekend, you're going to see music videos, interviews, performances, and the like to help celebrate the annual Music, Art, and Kids Festival that's going down right here in the Classic City. This is Akeem, aka DJ Blackstar, and to my left, introduce yourself.
My name is Annie Leeth. Thanks for having me, Akeem.
I mean, look, I'm going to get this out of the way right now. Like, dude, I am proud of you. Like, straight up. For those who may not know, so Annie and I go back, like 2019, we started doing shows together. And it was actually around Athfest, actually. And when I tell you the shows we've done, every show that we've done, folks kept on looking in shock and amazement of what she was doing. And we did a show in Atlanta at Mother Bar, and there was one guy legit, he was like, how come you're not out there touring already? Because you're out here just this is awesome. Like, you need to be out on tour. But little did we know, little did they know, fast forward, you've just been on a tear, dude. And I'm saying this both as a fan, but also as a friend. Like, dude, I am legit proud of all that you've accomplished, especially within this last year. Like, from last year's Athfest, like, to now, and the stuff that you've done, your releases, your touring, both solo and with Faye Webster, we're going to get into in a little bit later. And I'm just saying, you just sit there and just be like, bruh, that's a friend of mine. Like, I legit have this person's name and number on my phone where I can just be like, whatever. But yeah, but it's awesome just to see it. And I wanted to tell you personally, in front of everybody and their mama, that no, I'm legit like proud of you, all that you have accomplished.
Thank you so much.
So
that's very sweet.
Yeah, so I had to get that out, like, for real. You are appreciated. So you performed this past Friday night, right?
Yeah.
So how was that?
It was great. And Hendershots was like the first place that I went to when I first got to school here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it felt really nice to be able to be back there and being able to play with Mason and stuff. And he's added a lot to the whole project. And he actually sang for the first time.
Oh wow,
which
really?
was really fun. There was a Bon Iver cover that he did at New Cheese Space this past summer.
Nice.
And he was doing the whole vocodery thing. It
I
was
love
awesome.
that. Yeah. So and speaking about that too, it's like I was saying, like last year you released your album Charge, and you just released a new track just recently, like earlier, like this week, with the accompanying visuals by Leanne Peppers. Shouts out to Leanne Peppers.
Truly.
And so what's been going, like, what's been the journey like from last year like to this year? Like, what has been going on with that?
It's been kind of, well, so I always tend to do all of the solo stuff as kind of journaling.
Yeah.
And I remember having this conversation with a friend of mine they were kind of talking about the type of music that I make, and the way that it was described sounded pretty dark to me, and so I guess this upcoming album that I've been working on, I'm like kind of trying to, like, I still want to be able to like journal and tell the truth and stuff, but I don't really want that to be my entire discography.
It's not just dark, okay? It's not about just darkness. So I guess what's the difference between like last year's project and like this year's project? Because literally the main song folks just kept on from coming from you has been like Makeup, and I'm just like, yeah, there's like folks just singing it back to Makeup, melting like your emotion. I'm like, that's the one. That's the song. So the process between like this, like last year's album and this one, because you've been traveling like in between that too. So so what's been the process like?
It's just kind of been, piecing it together slowly when I can. That's kind of part of the reason why I have been self-producing all this stuff like from the start, was that I don't really see myself being able to like get in touch long term with a producer to a point where like a cohesive album can be made. So I just kind of have all of these like songs that have like everything but like maybe one or two lines, or like I need like a bridge or something, and it's just kind of all over the place right now, except for like this song and then like one other.
So what's the rest of the summer looking like for you? Because I know you just performed you was just at Bonnaroo like the week before too. So but what's the rest of the summer looking like for you?
We are I'm gonna be at home for a while,
Mhm.
and then we're going to be on like a short run in like late July until like early August, and then we are off again until like early September, and then that's gonna be like another long one, and it kind of seems like that's the last longer tour of this like album cycle type thing.
So, and the one we're talking about, Faye Webster, coming straight out of ATL. How did that connection happen?
Through Chase Park, actually, through Drew Vandenberg.
Nice.
Because I was doing session violin
Mm-hmm.
for him when I was in school for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and then he was recording Atlanta Millionaires Club, and he wanted strings on it, and yeah, that's the first time that I met her, and it's just kind of been this thing that has turned into playing keys over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And so it's been really fun.
Yeah, I would say like I said, the girl's just been touring like all over the place. So out of all the stops you've done so far, what's one particular stop that really like stood out to you the most, where you're just like, yo, just the atmosphere, the vibe, the show, like what city was like the one where you're just like, oh my god, like I love it?
We went to Amsterdam for a day, and I really wish that we had gotten like an off day there, because it's the weirdest. Like I've never been there before, anywhere near there.
Yeah.
And I remember we were like driving in an Uber at one point, and I have this video of these 3 dudes that are just like pushing this giant yellow ball down the street like in traffic, and there's no parade or anything. Like no one seems worried about it though. And we just kind of like saw it pass along and like never saw it again, and that kind of seemed like it was the vibe of the whole place. So
I mean, yeah, because like I said, it wasn't like a situation where you're just like, you're looking at it, it's like, yo, y'all see this? You're not causing a commotion. Everybody else is just like,
it's like another day in
just
Amsterdam.
another day in Amsterdam.
It felt like Portland of like Europe or something.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty part, and that's the beautiful part about music in general and being passionate about it. It's allow you to take you to places where you didn't even think you will be able to like go to. You always think about it and just have aspirations, but seeing it happen, and just having people just really become fans of what you're doing, that lets you know it's like, yo, I'm meant to do this, because like I was saying, 2018, 2019, you were just like starting out, but it was like, no, dude, she's literally like gonna go places with this.
That's very sweet of you to say.
It's true. I got receipts, man. Literally every person who I've legit talked to or played your music, even here, like when we would drop makeup here, when I did a takeover here, folks just like, holy crap, like the video. And actually, Mux actually asked about this. So the video for makeup. So what was the process like with that?
I recorded it, or it was filmed in at the dance center in the music school, and it was a friend of mine, Brandon Corals, was the head of the like music technology, like the TA program at the time, and so he just kind of like let us in for the day, and it's like a really dark room. If you turn all the lights off, it's like you're just kind of alone in the dark and nothing else, and so it just kind of made it for a really good place to just set up and play with lights. And my friend Jason,
it was a whole lot of it was a whole lot of glitter and sparkle, like just like
I put in like these black contacts, and I'm never gonna do it again because it hurt so much. Like my eyes were dry for probably like 2 days after.
Wow.
What does is it like a purple it's like just it covers up like the irises. It's like not quite full eye, but it's if I had found those, I would have done those, but those are the closest ones I could find.
Because I was just like, yeah, it was just, and it had like that glitch like vibe, like too. It was very glitchy, but I think it also fit the vibe of the song too. So,
Thanks.
and I know with Bad Tech that you just released is kind of with that whole vibe too. Just you're listening to it, you're listening like it's glitching, and you're wondering like, wait a minute, it's a digital release. Like, did they upload it funky? It was like, no, this is actually like part of the song. So it's like, no, I am here for it. I'm here for
Thank
it.
You.
So real quick, just let them know where they can find you and what all you got going on, like your socials and whatnot, real quick.
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram just under Annie Leeth, And
formerly known as Annie. Am I okay?
Yes. I don't think I've ever told you this, but my mom's name is Billie Jean.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
Nice. The lore has been revealed.
I promise it was not intentional.
But I love it like that. But the original handle was like, I love this like so much. But when she changed it, I was just like, I understand, but it's tragic.
I miss it.
It could just be like a spam account that you could just bring back. Just like, you know,
my Finsta.
Yeah, your Finsta, just like, you know, the with the 3 guys rolling the yellow ball like in the middle of action, just throw that in there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I might actually do that if it hasn't been taken already. But
I doubt it. If not, you can have fun with it. You just put like dots in between like the words, and it'll be
just
fine.
A bunch of zeros.
Exactly. Yeah. Instead of like okay, it'd be like the number 0 and then KAY. So you know, we're trying to make it happen. Well, Annie, I do appreciate you coming through, and like I said, I am looking forward to what all you got coming up. Enjoy your time off, because I know you've literally been all over the place. I know you're looking forward to be sleeping in your own bed.
Yes, very much.
And one more thing. So with all the touring and the traveling you've been done, what's been like the one thing that you have to have with you, in otherwise this trip is not going to go right, like at all? It could be a particular snack. It can be an emotional pour water bottle, like whatever. Like, what's the one thing like you have to have with you?
Okay, when we started bus touring, I got this. The first one was like really bad on my skin because you're basically just like in airport air for the entire time. I got this little cup holder humidifier.
Oh wow!
And it just sits in like whatever they have in your bunk, and you just like turn it on, and it's great. It's awesome. It's been like a game changer.
It's like when you see me, you're gonna see my skin exfoliated and clear, and just like perfectly fine.
And I'm not coughing when I wake up.
Yeah, I would imagine like with all that traveling, even on the bus, like the altitudes and everything like that, it's just, you know, that tour life is not, you know, it's not for the weak at heart. You know, when you're but
it's fun. It's like if you have good company.
Yeah. Of course, it's the company that makes it all the difference. Like, bro, I can be like cramped up in a bed where I'm just like literally just like this, but as long as I got good company, like I'm good. You know, and it makes for stories for you to tell, like later on too. So, and like I said, it's all because of the music that you've been doing.
Yeah.
You know, both solo and with Faye and just anybody else, because you've collaborated with numerous artists, and you've engineered for numerous artists as well, for both, you know, Atlanta and so on and so forth. So like this girl's resume is like crazy long. No, for real, like dead serious. Like you go to her website, like you see like all the stuff that she's done, like not even solo, but it's just like I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah. So sorry not sorry, it's turned into a gushing session, but like but you know, but at the same time though, it's like it's legit. What you're doing is really awesome, and it makes me happy and proud for you to really thrive and people believing and seeing when we first started doing shows together. So you are getting your flowers, and everybody else is giving you your flowers now too. So
thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So Annie Leeth, JOKERJOKERtv, keep it out where you got it. Athfest 2024. I told you it happened. It's true. Eyes. I know. Well, and we missed each other when you did a show.